Thank you everybody for coming out this evening. This evening, I will actually be giving you an informative speech named the do's and don'ts of lawn care maintenance. First, I'd like to break it down and say in the southeast region of the United States where we live, Raleigh, North Carolina, the grass is known to be fescue. And fescue is a type of grass that grows in cool season areas, and it should never be planted in an environment that is lower than 10 degrees or to be subject to winter kill. Types of fescue grass. There's 4 different types. You have tall fescue, you have fine fescue, creeping red fescue, and hard fescue. The tall fescue is the broader leaf bunch grass. The fine fescue is the shorter leaves. And out of the fine fescue, there's 4 different types. And that's the creeping red grass that creeps along by the short underground stems called rhizomes. Narrow, deep green blades with the hint of red on the stem. Need sharper, cooler places to bloom. Hard fescue needs shade and is drought resistant and is more disease resistant than any of the other fescues. Grows best in the northern region with elevation. You also have the chewing fescue grass, which resembles tall fescue grass in growth, being more upright with the creeping red stems with a bunch type growth, yet still retaining the thinner leaves of the fine fescue group. As a matter of fact, the chewing fescue grass is a member of the red fescue family. And the mixtures of fescue are as follows. You have Kentucky 31 blend, you have Bronson tall fescue, and Max Q fescue blend. And all of these blends are best used for pastures due to their low acidity because they can be eaten by livestock, and livestock can also graze on them. And you have fescue grass for sporting fields also, and these are as follows. You have the Deviance XRE, you have the Deviance XRE Blue, you have the Dent Shade, you have the Rebel Tall Fescue, the Rebel Shade, the Smart Tall Fescue, you have the TLC Tall Fescue Blend, and the Titan Fescue Blend. These grasses are made to handle heavy traffic, have better blade structure, lower mowing capabilities, thus creating much more attractive lawns than the older varieties. The primary requirement when planting grass is that the soil must be covered at the correct depth and seeds must not exceed more than 1/4 of an inch lower in the ground. Once these seeds are planted, you should go over it with a water roller to make sure the soil is over the grass seeds, and also water 2 to 3 times a week. Often slightly firming of the soil with the light roller passes the soil tightly around the seeds, thus improving the germination. Third, a key factor in getting seeds to germinate is that the temperatures. And the best temperatures for planting grass are the beginning of spring and the end of fall. And this is due to the temperature must be between 60 and 75 degrees, thus staying away from the winter kill and also the burning of the grass. There are many different types of grass seeds that I've seen in residential. Some of my favorites are Scott's, Pennington. You also have the Goro and the Rebels. All of these kind of grass seeds, it all depends on where you're growing it and when. I would have to say if you're a person that doesn't like to put a lot of water out in your yard, you would have to put the Scott's or the Pennington Spark blend because it takes more nutrients from the earth and uses that back, and it also has a longer root system. And once the grass has grown and started to germinate, you would not want to cut your grass lower than 3 inches. And also, if you have heavy shavings of the lawn, you must remove them due to it blocking the sunlight and the grass also not being able to absorb the proper water to grow. And this is why it's important to not let your grass grow too high and always have a schedule for cutting for yourself or your own lawn care professional. I want to thank y'all for coming out this evening. This has been the do's and don'ts of lawn care maintenance. Thank y'all. Four.